Hello, bienvenidos a todos, and welcome to Rosas y Pistolas, Pasión de las Pasiones, actual play. My name is Christina Sisto Kindle. I use any pronouns, check the bolo tie, and I'll be your director this evening. We are raising money for Rosas, the Refugee and Immigrant Center for Education and Legal Services. So it's your last chance if you want to grant a player a condition to help us turn up the drama and have not one, but two meltdowns happen this evening. Hit that donate button. Pasión is a telenovela role-playing game by Brandon Leon Gambetta, where the players take on the role of characters in a popular novela. After a cliffhanger ending last episode, we're going to pick up once more in the big city, where intrigue continues to spiral, and like I said, we're picking up on a meltdown. But before we turn up tonight's drama, let's go around the table and have our players tell us what happened last time on Rosas y Pistolas. Adoncia, do you want to go first?
Hi, I'm Aloncia, aka Friday IRL, but tonight, Aloncia one last time. And last time on Rosas y Pistolas, I revealed a secret to someone close to me that I should never have said. And that secret could have been one of two things. I disclosed two things with my big loud mouth last time, and we'll see which of them, or if not both, get us into trouble this time. I have disclosed to a dear friend Angel that I have a secret pistol strapped to my thigh here in the big city in this dangerous situation where we find ourselves. And also, I may have spilled the beans about Angel and a little bit of mail fraud that has occurred. So if anyone overheard either of those things, we might be in trouble.
Angel, can I pick on you next?
As I'm busy doing my chat
Sorry
stick. Yes. I was like, Okay. Hey, I'm Mo. I play Angel, they, them pronouns, El Caballero. Last time on, this is going to be a flashback eventually that we see, is that they have, where is it? They have spilled a piece of, hold on, language is hard. 1 second. English is my first language, but sometimes I don't get it. You spilled a piece of your sword past tears in your eyes, so did Angel go to the bar and drink their swords away? Who knows?
Raphael, what happened last time for you?
After leaving the information that he kind of info dumped on everyone, he went off and took matters into his own hands and stole a couple horses and stowed them away in a safe place for potential use in the future.
Fantastic. Joaquin, what did you get up to?
Hi, I'm Monroe, pronouns he, they. What plays Joaquin? And Remelo, pronouns he, him. And last time, Joaquin kind of got into Ernesto's home, and while previously having had a photo of their parents and taking the mother's half, left behind their father.
And Rosa, what happened last time for you?
Well, Rosa has been out of town touring with her singing career. She hasn't been around, but she went to Psychic to find out some information about what's happening with Adoncia, because the last time they saw each other, it was a fiery, passionate kiss.
And what vibes did you pick up at the Psychic?
The Psychic told me that there was somebody who might be admiring my Adoncia, so I'm going to go and find her.
And Rosa, you've heard through the grapevine at this hotel that you've been working at, the very fancy Ashton Hotel, that there's some folks in the suite from Navarro City. And from the description, you think you might recognize who they are. But before we dive into the episode, the title credits for our season roll. Our camera rolls out against that field of yellow roses. It pans over a small ranch town. It zooms across a train line into the city, and the smoke from the train is going to form the words Rosas y Pistolas. We see Joaquin tipping his hat, Angel saucily winking at the camera, Rafael loading a pistol with intent, Rosa looking out from behind a red curtain, Adoncia tossing a drink at the camera, and Ernesto glowering out the side of a train carriage as the theme strums. Our camera zooms in on our first scene. I said we were going to pick up with a meltdown, so we're going to open up in the suite of the Ashton Hotel. Adoncia, Joaquin, Angel, where do we find you?
Well, chocolate around the mouths and all worked up from our interaction with Rafael, which, got quite heated. Aloncia is simply just beside herself, and a combination of sugar, liquor, and adrenaline crash. Just can't take it anymore. Just can't take it anymore. And delighted to be here with her dear, dear friends. She turns to the person who's always been there for her. Sweet Joaquin, of course. And Aloncia will walk to Joaquin across the room after this whole scene with Rafael and just absolutely fall apart weeping on his shoulder.
And Joaquin will just hold Adoncia, hold her really tight.
And I think Angel, because they don't know how to deal with Doncia's emotions when they get this big, is like, I'm going to get more wine, and walks out.
Well, never noticed that Joaquin smelled so nice. I think maybe it's because we're off the ranch and away from all that manure. But here in the big city, Joaquin has just a certain undeniable allure. And maybe it's the wine, maybe it's the chocolate. Maybe it's just the lack of cow crap. I don't know, but suddenly Joaquin is looking pretty irresistible. Feeling a little flush over here. I think Aloncia will take a deep, loud inhale of Joaquin's neck and just kind of snuggle in a little bit more.
I think, no, Joaquin's going to notice the flush, and he's going to kind of pull away just a little bit and, use the back of his hand to feel, up against her cheek. And how much wine did you have, Adoncia?
Well, not much made it to my mouth, I'm afraid. I think Rafael is wearing most of my wine, and Angel wouldn't pour me another. So really almost none. I think it's just, Joaquin, I'm not cut out for this kind of intrigue, and this fast-paced city life is all just too much for me. I just came to town for a pretty dress and a trip with my friends, and I just feel so overwhelmed. Joaquin, hold me.
Are you expressing your love passionately?
Very.
All right.
And or acting with desperation. Let me see which of those is more fun right now. Kind of both. I think I'm expressing my love passionately. I think that's more fun right now.
All right. So are you dressed to impress Adoncia?
Of course, I'm in the city. And I got a little chocolate on my face. I'm fancy.
Does he believe that you are single?
That's a really good question. I think so.
Well, what do you think? Do you think she's single?
I don't know how much of the scene with Rosa he saw.
I know Angel saw,
but also knowing the way Adoncia has been talking about Ernesto. I don't.
Like, I'm clearly playing the field a little bit, at least.
Yeah, I think he's just confused, honestly, which is his perpetual state. But like, especially around Adoncia, it's confused.
Okay.
Pobrecito.
So, are you in over your head, Adoncia?
Siempre. Of course.
Okay. So go ahead and roll +2.
8 only.
8. Okay, so that is a hit. So, Joaquin, either you are going to give yourself to Adoncia or reveal a secret that you probably shouldn't have. How do you wanna play that?
I think initially would the first option, yeah.
We see the rose petals fly in from the beautiful roses climbing up the side of the hotel as the sheets wave in the breeze. Is there anything the two of you want to do before we fade to black, or do we just see your lips meet?
That feels good, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Oh man, Rosa, how much did you? Where have you been this entire time?
Well, I'm staying at the hotel because that's where I'm performing. I've been in my room, but also knowing that there are people from my town that might be here. So just gonna wander around the hotel a bit just to see if there's anybody around. It's daytime and I don't have to perform yet.
Well, you certainly might run into either Rafael or Angel. Would either of you be in the hotel?
Does Rosa know Raphael? Like, do they have like?
Rosa doesn't know Rafael.
But would Raphael still be in the hotel though?
I wouldn't think so. I think he went out and to take matters into his own hands, effectively.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Raphael was still there, Angel might have had some words. But I guess Angel decided to go to the bar instead. Like, so if Rosa makes her way down to the bar, that's where Angel is.
There wasn't anything against day drinking back then.
Definitely not.
What else is there to do in the hotel besides go to the bar? Sure. I'll go find a drink.
The hotel bar is very gorgeous. It is kind of Art Deco, linens on all of the tables. There's a big window behind, or not window, big mirror behind the bar, and you see stacks and stacks and stacks of liquor bottles, even more than there is in the bar back home where you and Adoncia work. You're pretty familiar, Rosa, with this bar. You've been singing in it pretty much every night since you got here. So it's a familiar place to you, for sure.
So I go to the bar and I see the regular bartender and I'm like, hey, what's the name going to be?
This is going to be Irma, the bartender, and she'll just kind of lean over. Your shift doesn't start for a while. What are you doing here, Rosa?
Hola, Irma. I needed to get out of my room. Can I have the usual?
Yeah, for sure. What is Rosa's usual?
It's uncharacteristic of her, but since she got to this town, she decided to start drinking whiskey neat.
All right. She'll kind of pour you your neat whiskey and just kind of country girl heart. I love it. Pass it over.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think Angel starts walks in, smoking a cigarette because you can smoke in places in those days. Yeah. Yes, kids don't smoke. Okay.
Yeah.
And sits down at the bar and like looks over and like, oh, hey, there you are.
Oh my goodness, Angel. I missed you. Where have you been? What are you doing here? Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, everything's fine. And I think as trying to reassure her, they were just gonna be like, wave at the bartender and be like, tequila please. And wait for that and kind of just like leans in and it's like, yeah, we're in town because Adoncia's getting a dress. So we just I'm here to escort her.
Ah. What does she need a dress for?
I think Angel pauses because I don't think they were ever given the reason why or what the purpose was, other than she made a friend who wants to support her and buy her a dress.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
And I think that's when the tequila comes and like they would like and Angel's like put it on the room and like takes a sip and it puts it down. It's an oil banker. I don't, the JP, Senor JP. Yeah, she made friends with him, and he decided to buy her a dress and pay for a room here, and he kind of taps. They kind of tap the glass on the table, and it's like, I don't know past that what it is between them.
Interesting. And Rosa's just thinking in her head because she knows that Angel doesn't know the whole story, but Rosa's thinking,
oh, Angel knows the whole story.
Angel knows the whole story about the bank.
Oh, not the bank, but I don't know if you watched that one episode. I think it was your first show that you missed. My flashback was that I saw you two kissing.
Oh,
that was my flashback. Yes. So Angel knows about that.
But you don't know about me knowing about the bad bankers, so I'm worried.
Oh, yeah, no.
You shouldn't be hanging out with oil bankers. Oh my goodness. I need to find her. And then she comes out of her thinking and she's talking to Angel and she's like, interesting. Do you know where she is? I'd love to see her.
Yeah, she is. And I think they're taking another long swig of their drink. And is he taking a nap? It's been a long travel, so she decided to lay down for a bit. She had a headache.
Does she have her own room?
Oh no, we're all sharing this like penthouse.
With the banker?
Oh no! He didn't come with Joaquin. It's myself, Joaquin, and Doncita.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna sit here and finish my drink. How about you?
I mean, I can sit here and finish my tequila, but I was also thinking about like walking around for a bit. You want to come join me?
Yeah, that'd be great.
And I think that's when Angel just slams the tequila back and just sits there waiting.
Yeah, it would be around probably the kind of afternoon, getting into evening at this time. So let's check in with Rafael. Where did you head off to?
So I figured that considering my first impressions of Adoncia, I figured nothing was going to change in her plans. So I probably went back to work and try to maybe, because I'm a cowboy, so I am going to try to sneak some horses away, just walk in and be like, howdy, and just sneakily steal horses.
Okay, that's awesome. I love that. So, I wonder if this would be a place for an act with desperation roll to avoid being seen stealing those horses.
That sounds yeah, sure.
All right. Okay. So go ahead, get your 2d6. And are you doing this for love?
Not necessarily the romantic love.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Are you
if that
doing
counts.
this for vengeance?
No. I don't think so.
All right. Are you in over your head?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. So go ahead and roll.
100%.
Go ahead and roll +2.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
All right. Well, that is definitely a, let's see, I get to give you a worse outcome or an ugly choice.
Oh, no.
So you can get away, but you will have to mark a condition, or you can get away and somebody is going to see you and report back to your boss. But they won't chase you.
I'll just mark a condition, I guess.
Okay. Fantastic. You are able to use your skills to get in and out of a stable with how many horses are you taking?
I was hoping for 3.
All right.
One for each of the. Yeah, one for each of them.
Awesome. Yeah, so you have 3 beautiful steeds that you're able to take from the stable, and you start walking through the streets of San Antonio.
Yeah.
Rosa and Angel, are you also heading out to the streets?
For a short walk, and then I have to get ready for my performance.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Donti and Joaquin? Are you going to stay in the
They're busy.
Give us a minute. Thank you.
They had the privacy sign on the hanging on the doorknob, like saying "Do not disturb." Yeah.
There was no time. We just threw a sock on there, man. You know, we're like, I mean, a garter without the gun. Gosh, well, I suppose if a little time has passed, enough time for a few drinks and a conversation, we may be in post canoodling awkward friend zone. So, Mo, I would like to propose that we've kind of wrapped things up, and that it's, getting on in the day, and we got to go dress shopping. And also, we have no idea how to handle what just happened here, because we've been friends for a long time and not like this. How do you feel about an awkward redressing, and welp, we should get on with our errands?
Oh, bro, you're so cute.
We'll talk about this later. Maybe.
I will say I don't think it went that far, because I think Joaquin would have grabbed a hold of his one brain cell and stopped it before it got real quick.
Excellent. Super awkward. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Now everyone is confused and hurt and rejected feeling?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Love it. Perfect. This is painful. Good. Cool. So I suppose Aloncia, feeling very confused, overwhelmed, and now rejected, but also like maybe relieved and then guilty about that. There are a lot of big feelings, as always. So yeah, I think we should go to the dress store.
That's what we came here to do.
That's what we're doing.
He will not make eye contact with you at all. He will avoid looking at you at all.
Yeah, I'm looking every single other place.
Yep.
Oh my
Gonna
gosh.
shuffle on downstairs and maybe never talk about this again, or maybe over talk about it later at a horrifying time that's humiliating for everyone. We'll see.
As you descend the beautiful circular staircase into the glamorous lobby, Rosa, Angel, would you have left by now, or would you be kind of coming out around the same time?
We're on our way out. We just finished our drinks.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think Angel's doing a thing where like they offered an elbow for Rosa to wrap her arm around if she wanted to. Because they're a gentle human.
Joaquin and Adoncia, you see Angel and Rosa arm in arm exiting the bar.
Oh, Joaquin's not going to be able to look Rosa in the face either. Nope. He's not going to look anyone in the eye at all, in the face. Nope.
There's just so many feelings that even this big old lobby can scarcely contain them. Would like to, I suppose, call after Rosa because we need Angel to go to the dress store, right? Or at least we came here together. I don't want to just scamper off, and Rosa's right there. So now we're in a situation. I guess I'll just acknowledge everyone and pretend that nothing happened.
Do I hear you?
Rosa. Rosa. Yes, I think I'll run up to Rosa and real awkward. There's a lot of people watching, a handful of whom I have macked on like in recent history. So just gonna pretend that I haven't been physically involved with two of our party. And just say hi and keep it a friendly distance.
Oh, hello, Alonsia. Long time no see. I've missed you.
And I've missed you too, my dear friend.
And
for a handshake fully.
Yeah. Alonsia puts her hand out like this, and I'm just like, okay.
I for sure kiss her ring. I don't know what else to do with myself in this situation.
I think Angel's just standing there, just like looking between the two, like, and then like looking at Joaquin and like looking back at Adoncia, and then looking between the two of them again, and then like look, and they're just like, something did or did not happen. That was way too fast.
And then Rosa's like, I might not be the most educated person, but I have some intuition, and something's feeling kind of awkward right now. You know what? Angel, you can go on your walk. I am going to go get ready for my show. And she just like runs off and like looks over her shoulder at Adoncia and that, with like a face of sorrow, and then looks back and walks away.
Come on, Rosita. Oh, Rosita, come on. Oh, geez. Okay.
Single tear.
Yeah.
And I think Angel turns to both of them and is like, y'all need to stop.
Still the only person that knows.
Yeah. All these secrets. This one human.
I simply don't know what you're talking about. And, well, furthermore, why should anything be amiss? Joaquin is a dear old friend and nothing more. Let's go dress shopping.
Yep. Just friends dress shopping.
Adoncia, it kind of Kind of seems like you're processing some things out loud.
Sure I am.
Are you processing some things out loud?
Siempre. Yes, absolutely. I would love to process some things out loud.
Okay, so this is one where we get to involve our audience watching. They get to tell us if they're rooting for Adoncia in this moment, and they can help her decide which way her heart might want to go. Have a little influence. So, chat and players, what do you think? Are we rooting for Adoncia in this moment?
In what sense? That we want her to spill the beans or hold it together?
That we want her to hold it together.
Nah, spill those beans, baby. It's the finale.
I was going to say, fat chance. I haven't held anything together this whole time, suckers.
Yeah.
Not once, not never.
Oh.
All right, I see some pros. So let's go ahead and have you roll +2, Adoncia.
11.
11. Oh my gosh. So the audience, or you, the players, are going to reveal a crucial event going on outside of view, or tell us how Adoncia might, maybe tell us who you're favoring as a partner for Adoncia, and how she might be able to get together with them, or the audience tells us how to get blank to blank. So yeah, what are y'all thinking? We get to set this immediately after this scene as well.
I think Adoncia needs to openly proclaim. This is just me throwing something out. No one has to agree with me. Openly proclaim her feelings for Rosa. That's what I'm throwing out as a suggestion.
Again?
I said openly in the public.
Oh, in public.
You
mean pick someone where people can see and I can't just keep pulling this crap?
Yeah. Exactly that.
But Rosa later, when she has the stage and the whole audience, she might say something as a proclamation of love. Big, bold move. Like in the rom-coms.
How are you feeling about that, Adoncia?
I feel great about that. I'm just so confused. And Ernesto's like not even here. He gave me a gun and a gun lesson and then was like, so that was very attractive for one night. Rosa and I have actually like shared part of a life together. I feel like that's a very promising relationship. We've got all this like secret love that's recently come to the surface. And Joaquin's such a good friend. And Joaquin is here too.
All these things and Joaquin.
Love you, Ro. Yes. So yes, I'm all for a dramatic moment with my Rosa.
Fantastic. Rafael, I want to follow up. I know we're supposed to set the scene right after, but I want to bring Rafael back in. Would you have come back to look for folks, do you think, or are you waiting somewhere?
I think, considering that some tomfoolery was going around in a particular room between two people, I had enough time to stash the horses somewhere and start looking for the people that I was supposed to be protecting. So I'm probably kind of trying to keep a distance, but keeping an eye on the situation.
Yeah, the dinner room of the so it's the same of the Ashton. I was like, what did I name this hotel? The dinner room of the Ashton is fairly large. You could easily slip in. You've slipped in before, and you do know that that's where kind of the supposed kidnapping is supposed to go down. This is also where Rosa is performing tonight, and I think we're gonna set our scene at the dinner room at the Ashton. as the would you all be sitting together, or Raphael, would you be kind of back at a different table?
I'll probably be the very cliche cowboy sitting in the back in the shadows, sipping on his
Ooh.
alcohol, just watching and waiting.
Yes. I love it so much. What's everyone wearing to dinner?
Like the same little blue dress that is Aloncia's only nice dress, but maybe there's one more button undone. Just trying to like get up the gumption to make a very bold move in a minute here.
I think kind of like how I'm dressed right now with the white button down, but like the buttons don't start till down here. Kind of like where mine are, and like slacks, and then the hat and the braids.
Honestly, same. The button up, like, open all the way. Like, tucked into, like, some really nice jeans with the handkerchief, with the bandana still wearing.
Oh my god, I'm gay for fucking. That's so high.
Me too, though.
About Raphael and Rosa.
He's still wearing the same outfit he wears when he's out on the rage. Just like the coat, the longer coat, the cowboy hat, the bandana around his neck, and just he definitely doesn't necessarily look like he belongs. He's just kind of there. He's a man on a mission, and that's all that matters to him.
Fantastic. Rosa, the music begins to start. Your set begins and the curtains open. The full like orchestra behind you starts to play. What is your look tonight?
Rosa is wearing a long black form-fitting lace gown with a slit that comes all the way up to the top of her thigh, which will reveal some black cowgirl boots, and she's wearing her corset on the outside of her dress because she wants to be scandalous. And of course, the signature red rose in her hair.
The music swells as you perform. The set is familiar to you. You've been doing this every night, but the patrons all are just loving it. The pianist, you and the pianist have a rapport at this point, and there's a lot of folks. You're getting a lot of just loving, appreciative looks, a lot of heart eyes coming from the patrons at the dinner.
So I know this song wasn't a thing back then, but we're role playing, so I can do what I want. I whisper to the piano player, and I'm like, play the Aloncia song. And I've been singing it every night, wishing that Aloncia would be able to hear it. And she's all singing, you give me fever in the morning, fever when you hold me tight. And it's really slow. And like it kind of has like a mood in the room where like everybody has to not say a word and just to listen.
Time just stops, and I think the camera just zooms in, very music video like, on Rosa singing Fever. It heats up the whole room, and when you finish, the crowd goes bananas.
So can I see Aloncia from where I'm standing on the stage?
I think probably. Aloncia, would you all have sat up close to the stage?
Oh yeah, we're supporting our friend, our gal pal, my roommate.
And then I tell the piano player, hold the next song. I want to address someone in the audience. And she's like, Aloncia, I hope you can hear me. When I first got to see you after all this time, you shook my hand. I didn't want to shake hands. I wanted to hold you. No matter what, I just want you to know that I have been in love with you for such a long time, and I can't go another day without you knowing that. And then I tell the piano player, okay, play the song.
Rosa, you are dressed to impress. I don't even want to ask you that. Does Adoncia believe that you are single?
Yeah,
Yeah? Okay.
that's my lady. Yeah.
Fantastic.
If she's not single, it's because she's mine. She's single for the moment. She's not about to be.
And Rosa, are you the center of attention? Absolutely. Go ahead and roll +3 for a express your love passionately.
6.
6. Okay. It's not a hit.
No.
So, Adoncia, I think you are just so flustered of this turn of events that you're just added to your confusion. You, of course, can act on it, and not going to stop you, but it is in your hands.
Adoncia is just absolutely paralyzed. Like, I came in here to pull something like this. I was going to make a whole big scene. And now Rosa's one-upping me, and she looking like that, and she's singing these songs, and there's all these people around, and I only undid one extra button on my dress. Like, I wasn't at this level, you know? Like, that would have been like a 2 or 3 more buttons undone kind of a level. So I was just, whew, got stunned. I got a little stunned. Yeah, so I think, yeah, I would like to counteract with desperation, if I may, and just flee the room in an overwhelmed panic.
Oh gosh, yes. Are you doing this for love?
Yes.
Are you doing this for vengeance?
No.
Okay, are you in over your head?
Oh, yes.
Go ahead and roll +2.
10, baby.
10. All right. You manage to hold it together and you flee the room. Just quick as a flash, Rosa, you see Adoncia pull back the chair. Her napkin flies out of her lap as she just scurries off from the room. And everyone is so distracted. Nobody seems to notice, except Rafael, who's looking for them. The caballeros all in black entering from behind the bar.
From behind the bar. Ooh, they got special privileges.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up, then I'm gonna walk straight for Joaquin and Angel.
And I think Angel just kind of like watched this stuff and just smirked and just is like sipping their tequila. And it's like, well, at the time, it's like looking at Joaquin, is like, should I go chase her?
I'm just,
bro.
I am. I mean, one of us should, and it should probably be you.
All right, and I think as like Angel's like sitting up and like about to get up, I think that's when Raphael comes in. Like, oh, hey, it's you again.
howdy. It's about to go down. And I just kind of try to, like, without seeming forceful, just kind of stand them up and kind of herd them towards the exit door.
I think Angel's gonna be like, no, I'm gonna get Doncita before.
Well, that's a good idea. You should go find her.
All right, I will.
But we're still you're still in trouble. And I point towards. All right.
Hey, go. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. I know. I love it.
Okay. Yeah, as Raphael's like, yeah, you're still in trouble. I was like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I get that. It's just like, oh, shut up. It's fine.
I gotta go get Doncita once. We'll come with you. I just gotta get her. So
All right. Then I turn to Joaquin and I go, listen, I may not be able to go with y'all So just think back to when we were kids. We used to play around. You'll find a way out there. I got this. And I walk past him towards the my fellow crooks and criminals. Just kind of body block a bit, and I go, "Howdy, partners. What are y'all doing here today?"
You see three of your co-workers. You see Jacob, Santiago, a suitor of yours, and Azul, all dressed in black. Very, you can tell that they're armed as well. Not too subtly, they are carrying pistols on their hips. Santiago will kind of step forward. Rafael, where have you been?
Around town, doing things as usual.
You left.
I tend to do that. Doesn't mean I don't come back.
We're looking for you. Supposed to be running a job tonight. We could have used your help.
Well, you found me. What's the job?
How'd you find us? This isn't one of your spots.
Just figured I'd get a good drink. Ain't nothing wrong about that.
Well, since you're here, the boss has asked us to get a hold of some people that they think are close with. You remember JP swindle us out of a bunch of cash?
Yeah, sounds vaguely familiar. Yeah.
Singer up there, you know her?
No clue.
One of the girl she was talking about, the one she's in love with.
Right.
She's one of the targets. How about you go take care of the singer?
Sounds like a good idea. And I guess I'll just turn around and kind of nod again, partner, and just go towards Rosa.
Okay. You see your colleagues kind of start slowly and subtly moving towards the lobby. Yeah.
I'm gonna get. Is she still on stage? Or like, did she go backstage? Like, what's going on with the whole Rosa situation?
Yeah. What are you doing, Rosa? You just saw the woman you confessed to run out the door toward the lobby. Your other friends at the table. What are you doing?
Rosa, I'm so conflicted because I'm living out my dream being on this stage right now. The love of my life just ran away. I look over at the hotel manager that's looking already pretty pissed because I interrupted the show. And with tears in my eyes, I continue to stay on stage and sing. I had to make a very tough choice, and I just hope that she's still there when I'm done. She knows how much this singing means to me. I don't know why she'd run away like that.
Angel and Joaquin, what are you up to?
I am probably just following a short distance behind Angel, going after Adoncia.
All right.
Yeah, and Angel's trying to like catch up with Adoncia because she might be short, but dang, she's fast.
Adoncia, where did you go?
Well, I could hardly say. I'm blinded by tears and overwhelmed. I booked it out of there and just kind of flounced my way across the lobby. I'm imagining this kind of a run. Like, it's not cute. but it's a little bit like endearing, I think. So yeah, I think just flouncing generally across the lobby. I'm gonna go find another settee to swoon onto, another chaise lounge. Those are really good for this kind of a thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go swoon myself onto a settee somewhere in the lobby.
All right. As you are swooning in the lobby, a very like well-dressed woman in all black is going to walk up to you and hand you a handkerchief. She's going to say, "Quite the performance in there. Are you okay?"
Thank you. I don't know if, certainly you couldn't know. That was me she was talking about. And I know you wouldn't think it to look at me because, well, I'm nothing. I'm just a poor orphan girl whose parents were killed in a stagecoach accident, and I've never left my small hometown before. You might think I'm just a dirt urchin, but someone found me worthy of loving, and I'm afraid I was just overcome.
Oh, I don't think you're a dirt urchin. You just need somebody.
Very kind of you to say.
I'm sorry that was such a surprise for you. You seem like such a beautiful girl.
Well, that's awfully nice. Thank you. What's your name?
Soraya.
That's a beautiful name. You must have beautiful women telling you they're in love with you every day.
Wish it were so, but I'm on the road a lot for work. Say, you know, it always makes me feel better when I'm feeling down. My best friend. My best friend is, this is going to sound really cheesy, but my best friend is my horse. Do you want to meet her?
Oh gosh, I'd love to. I've always found horses just the gentlest spirits, and you know, being so far from the farm life, I think seeing a horse would put me right a little bit. Thank you.
She's just right outside. Yeah.
I could use the fresh air. Thank you. Yes.
Come with me. And she's going to just put her hand on your lower back and steer you out of the lobby a little quickly.
No resistance here. I'm going to go pet a horse.
Oh, fantastic. Angel and Joaquin, you rush out into the lobby and you see a swirling of blue skirts heading out the door, accompanied by someone tall, all in black.
Don't see that. Oh, God damn it. They're going to grab their hat and just start running after her.
Oh, Joaquin will quick sees the all black and goes, shit, and just book it.
Like, yeah, and just.
As you two start booking it, the three folks that were leaving from the ballroom behind you also start booking it. It's becoming less and less subtle. Oh gosh, it's gonna be even less subtle as you get outside in Adoncia. Instead of one lone horse for this lone ranger, you see instead almost looks like a wagon, all closed in, pulled by two horses. And she's going to kind of open the back door and just say, oh, don't make me knock you out. You've got such a beautiful face.
Do we hear that at the door as we're coming out?
Oh yeah, you see them talking. I think you do hear that, yeah.
Yeah. I think Anna's like, don't you fucking touch her.
Yeah, no, Joaquin's 6'4", body is just barreling.
Yeah, and Angel's 6 foot something, so like also barreling.
Uh-oh.
My beefy friends are here for me.
All right.
I'm confused by the compliment and also like, oh no. Oops.
Are you striking out at someone, Joaquin and Angel? All right.
It's just her here, right?
It's her and then the three behind you. They have kind of started to surround you all.
Yeah, I think. Yep. Mm-hmm, yep.
I think I'm gonna go for Adoncia and try to like lift her, like just heave her,
like toss her on your shoulder and then like try to get out of there. Okay.
Yeah. You definitely don't have to roll for that. You can just do it. Adoncia, do you let him just pick you up and remove you from the situation?
I do, and as I see, I think I can see the three people who are coming up who are also pretty like clearly not on our side, right? Like they look threatening. Great. So yeah, while I'm over Joaquin's shoulders like a bag of potatoes, I'd love to grab the gun off my thigh. My hands are free. Joaquin's got me. I can get my hand up under my skirt and grab the pistol and point it at the strange men coming up on us. I'm very upset.
The camera watches in slow motion as you just grab this pistol, pull it out, and aim it. And as we see the barrel of the pistol right in the camera, we're gonna cut to Joaquin and Rosa because this is a telenovela and we gotta have some tension. Rosa, after you perform,
you mean Rafael and Rosa?
Yes, okay. Rafael and Rosa. Sorry, I'm so excited. This is great. Rosa, did you go back to your dressing room, or are you still on stage continuing your performance?
I'm performing my final song of the set.
Okay. How are you feeling?
I'm surprised I could even sing the words coming out of my mouth with all the trembling inside my heart.
And Rafael, what's your plan? You were given a job by one of your suitors.
Yeah. I'm gonna just book it on stage mid presentation. I'm gonna try to kind of lead her off stage and preferably backstage and away from the crowds and probably towards the same direction while being like, all right, like, there ain't no time to explain. You got to come with me. You got to come with me fast if you want your friends to be alive and safe soon enough. All right. And just.
And Rosa's so confused. She's like, I don't even know you. What are you talking about? Who are my friends? How do you know them? What are you doing here? You're not allowed backstage? What?
All right. I'm a friend of Joaquin's. All right, we go way back. I'm trying. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of story there to go on. But your friends are in trouble. I'm here to help. You can either believe me or get in trouble yourself. It's up to you.
Well, usually I wouldn't just go with somebody that goes into a women's changing room without permission, but I do care about my friends, and these days I don't know who to trust.
Well, it looks like at least one of you is sensible. Please follow me, and I lead her out the back of the building if possible.
Yeah, and she never changes clothes. She's still wearing the same outfit that she was wearing on stage.
And I think the two of you, as you exit the back, you hear some kind of scuffle in the alleyway next to this building. And I think you see from the back, Adoncia pulling a gun out at the ring of banditos surrounding this wagon. Angel, Joaquin, Adoncia on the back of Joaquin's shoulder.
Angel's getting into a fighting stance. Yeah.
Right. Just with your fists on hell, or do you have something else?
I wasn't prepared with a gun, so just with my fists.
All right.
See? No grass growing here, my friend.
Okay. So yeah, let's do some strike out at someone rolls.
Did you want to do this now, or to go to break, or go to commercial and then do all this when we get back?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do a commercial break. as we see this scene of the ring of bandits all surrounding Adoncia, Joaquin, and Angel. The gun drawn, the music swells, and the commercials begin to cut across the scene. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in about 10. Stay here for more Rosas y Pistolas, and if you want to see some more meltdowns, go ahead and donate and let us know who to give conditions to. Hi everyone, welcome back. With the finale of Rosas y Pistolas, we just found ourselves in quite the situation outside of the hotel where a group of bandits is attempting to kidnap our intrepid party here. Joaquin, Angel, and Doncia are all surrounded by these mysterious bandits, all in black. Rosa and Rafael have come out of the back of the hotel to find the scene playing out. And also we are going to see a little bit of a flashback of a train arriving and Ernesto's boots, the patent leather cowboy boots, just clicking across the streets of San Antonio as he makes his way towards the same hotel. And the camera pans up as he comes across the scene from the street. What would you like to do?
So Rosa and Rafael are they cannot see my face, just my butt, right? I've got my guns pointed the opposite direction. The bandits are on one side, Rosa and Rafael on the other side. Excellent. Just wanted to get a sense of my position and where I was aiming this thing.
And Angel's like sort of like getting like kind of like trying to protect. They don't know that Adoncia's got the gun out. They were just like ready to duke some people, like hands up, like ready to fight. Like
the woman who had lured Adoncia out is going to step forward step forward a little bit and fold her arms and just kind of look. I don't want trouble. You don't want to cause a scene. You don't want to make a mistake that you're going to regret later.
You already caused a scene by trying to put somebody in your carriage, and these cabrons. It's already starting.
All right.
And I think they're gonna punch.
All right. She goes for a quip, and you see Angel's fist just whack. Strike out at someone. Have you caught them off guard, Angel?
Did I?
Not really. I think she was kind of expecting you to at some point strike out. But she has just wronged you. Okay. And are you head on and not with or without? What? With. Are you handling things with guile and head on?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead.
Being surrounded, punching someone, like it's fine.
Go ahead and roll +2.
I should have got these dice out like whenever we started this game, and yet I did not. I was giving you crap about getting dice. I am not even having dice out. Okay, +2.
I wonder, are you maybe taking a stand?
Oh, what does that do?
You're stepping in to defend someone. You get to roll with different questions.
Do I have that one? I don't. Did I take that one? Hold on one second. I'm looking real quick. Where are my moves that I took? I am taking a stand. Yes.
Okay, so are you trying to impress someone?
Not really. If it happens, it happens.
All right. So do you want to take I guess this is up to you. Do you want to take a stand and defend, or do you want to just swing?
I think swing. Swing is the better option.
So go ahead and roll +2.
Okay. Oh, that is a 10 on the dice, a 12.
Wow. All right. So your strike lands. You will mark a condition, as will this NPC. And you may take something from them or avoid marking a condition.
I think I'm going to take from them the advantage.
Okay. All right.
And the condition I'm going to put myself in is going to be vicious.
All right. Vicious. Speaking of conditions, A few conditions were gifted through donating, which we are currently at 220 out of our goal. But Angel just marked a condition. Rosa got a condition marked. Joaquin got a condition marked, and so did Rafael, which will lead us to a Rafael meltdown, which is going to be really interesting. So with that, let's play that meltdown out. Does it fit, or do you want to wait on that, Rafael?
I think seeing everyone, and I mean everyone together, and I don't know if I can see a gun, but I think I know there's a gun in play, and I know what my coworkers are capable of, but I also don't want anything to happen to Joaquin. Like, I feel like this is the perfect moment for me to be desperate. I have no clue what to do though.
All right. So in your desperation, you look around and you see this scene. The meltdown for La Empleada is all this deception and plotting is just too much for your pure heart. You seek solace in the arms of the closest sympathetic person. You spill your guts to them about all your feelings. Maybe you fall into the arms of an old love. Maybe you go back to someone who's burned you before. Tomorrow you'll have to face the consequences, but tonight you'll take comfort where you can find it.
I don't know how to apply that to the situation.
Yeah, we can come back to it. Okay, but
yeah.
Your mind is swimming with possibilities as you look on this scene. So Angel just socked someone. She's laying in the dirt. Anyone else want to make a move? Joaquin, you're still running away from the situation?
Oh yeah, I've still got it. I don't know. I think he would have seen that she reached for something, but I don't think he processed that it was a gun.
I have just been adjusting my skirts. You didn't know I was adjusting them to reach a pistol.
Yeah, that's a lot of petticoats. Like,
it's a lot.
I probably couldn't see it at all. I didn't.
Joaquin probably got a face full of dress whenever.
Yeah,
yeah. I am a lady. Okay. So, question, Joaquin, are you running with me toward or away from the bandits? Are we going toward or away from Rafael and Rosa?
We're going away
from the bandits and toward Rafael and Rosa?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I can see my lady now. Excellent. I'm just waving a gun around, looking my girl in the face.
You can tell it was you by looking at your ass.
Heyo.
So, okay.
You mean because we're roommates?
Yeah.
Because we're gal pals?
So can everyone see the people? Okay, so I'm in this scene as well. And I just haven't made my move yet. But is everyone focused on Adoncia? Like all the bandits?
The bandits see the gun for sure. And I think they start to draw as well, seeing that there are now guns on the field. The one who is not laying in the dirt, the three will draw their pistols. And yeah, they're all trained on Joaquin and Adoncia.
So
and
at this
Angel's
point,
just like snared, just like with Duke's up, just ready to.
I think probably one of them is like focused on Angel, like stepping in, and the other two are focused on Joaquin and Adoncia.
At this point, there's not going to be any warning shots fired, but from behind the banditos, there's going to be just a quiet chuckle that emanates, that is loud enough to be heard by everyone. And it's at that point that a single familiar and often terrifying voice is going to ring out. And that voice is quietly going to say, "Hey now, I think that we've seen enough violence, but if you are prepared for the consequences of your actions, I will very happily oblige you." And at that point, Ernesto is going to step out of the shadows with a gun trained on one of the bandits, and a sicario is also going to appear with another gun trained on the other. And our guns are fully loaded, and we are ready to use them.
Wow. That's incredible. I'm so excited. The scene just got so tense. It got so tense, and so many folks donated. Everyone gets to mark another condition.
Heck yeah, I'm up to 2. I'm
Oh
so
my
close to a
gosh.
meltdown, y'all.
Guess who's at
I somehow have
3?
5.
Oh, we have another meltdown
Let's see.
on
I'm gonna.
hell.
No, I'm at 3 now. I don't.
You're at
I'm
3.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at 2.
3. Yeah.
Ooh, if I have to strike out at something, I just made it a little bit easier for myself.
Yeah. Are you striking out at someone, Ernesto? I think you are. Are you?
The threat is up in the air, and it seems like it's really up to these kidnappers if they would like to oblige me. But the thing is, Ernesto is always willing to commit violence. He's just more careful about its application than his more naive and bold-hearted companions.
Sure. I wonder if this is a demand what you deserve, because I want someone to roll. And this is they will either concede, they will refuse and escalate, or they will run away and you can take something from them.
Would you like me to roll? Because I certainly can.
Yeah, I think, and you can go ahead and add, so you are offering something of value in return, their lives. Yes. They do not love you in this moment. But are you taking control of the situation? So let's have you roll +2 to
and also so I also have plata plomo, which means that if they don't concede, because I definitely have the physical upper hand here, their backs are turned to me. I have guns trained on them. So let me go ahead and roll that little number. I know I just closed my camera for a second, but that's fine. So that's 5. It's 5 plus like 4, I think. So I think I got a 9. Because I think I have like every single thing that I can do to get an extra point. I think I have that in this situation. Plus one of my conditions is demand what I deserve, which is righteous. So yeah, I think it's a 9.
All right. So you get to choose one of the options. Oh, okay. Oh, they're targeting an NPC.
Let's see if targeting. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I'm going to say that. Oh, these are all just so good. I'm going to say that they concede to you, and clear a condition, because they can see your sicarios and you clearly outnumber the 4 of them, and they decide they'd like to get away with their lives tonight.
So as Ernesto watches as they sort of like give up, he is going to smile sinisterly at them, and he's going to be like, I absolutely love finding reasonable people. Now, you're going to tell me everything you know and apologize for scaring my companions, and then you're going to skedaddle with your lives. Unless you really would like to see the business end of this gun.
They will kind of all file behind Soraya, who will stand up, and she'll kind of spit on the ground, spitting like some blood out, maybe a loose tooth there. I'm just saying, I don't know much. I'm just a foot soldier. Ask him. And she'll point at Raphael, who you see, a man you don't know, standing with Rosa behind the hotel.
Ernesto is going to turn and stride on over to Raphael, and he's gonna look at him, and he's gonna be like, so what is going on here? It seems like,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Are you the ringleader of this bunch?
Raphael's gonna be a little bit of more of a defensive position, kind of. I don't know if I have a gun, but he's gonna stand like he has one, just because that's how he is. He's gonna say, I think that's a bit of a more complicated question than you think you know.
Oh, also, since we're twins, he looks just like Joaquin.
Also, you look exactly like Joaquin.
Ernesto's going to laugh, and he's going to size you up and determine that you probably don't have a gun. But if you do, there are still other sicarios who are trained on you right now, and he's going to extend a hand, and he's going to say, I get that a lot. My name's Ernesto. What's yours?
He's gonna reach out and shake your hand, I guess, and he's gonna say, Rafael is my name.
It's nice to meet you, Raphael. So I think that at this point, given that I have saved the bacon, so to speak, of my companions, I feel like I am owed an explanation as to what I just interrupted. I don't know if you are the leader of these ne'er-do-wells or if you are their enemy, but either way, I would recommend that you explain to me what is going on.
I think this sounds like a sympathetic person trying to find the truth that I can melt down into.
I mean, Ernesto's not after you as long as you aren't one of his enemies. So if you want to spill your guts to Ernesto, you definitely can.
He's not after you. He's just got a couple of guns pointed at you. That's all.
I mean, he did say, like, as long as you weren't actively with the kidnappers.
I don't know. I don't know how meltdown works, but I have no reason not to tell you the truth. So I'll explain. I don't have the letter anymore because I gave it to Joaquin, I'm pretty sure. But I ain't here to cause no trouble. You see, I found a particular letter. Your lookalike has it. And in it, your lady friend back there, the one with the mouth, went and seems to have gotten herself mixed up with the wrong crowd. And well, this is the result of that. My compatriots, co-workers, and were sent by our boss to find a way to rectify certain situations that are above my pay grade, if you will.
So Ernesto is going to quietly chuckle, and then he is going to appraise the state of his friends who are still here, or not his friends. This isn't D&D, but the other people who are still here, and he is going to begin to minister to them and make sure that they weren't shot up while being less than intelligent.
How are the rest of you faring? Angel, you're still in fight mode, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still just like waiting. Like, we doing this? Like,
Well,
is there anybody to do this to?
if Raphael's the one that like brought me out there, he just like went off, and I'm just standing there by myself, like.
I think I'd still be by you because I didn't move away from you to go towards the group. We kind of just went into the alleyway, and then everything else happened over there, and we were just like,
okay.
I think when Ernesto showed up, Joaquin would have put Adoncia down, but then saw the gun and was like, "What the hell, Adoncia?"
Nothing. Put it back in the garter.
Gotta like pull up all the skirts and like just be like, hold on 1 second.
Oh, I'm just readjusting. I just got put down. I'm just, I'm a lady. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stash that gun right back under my skirt and just be cool about it. I'd like to go over to Rosa since we're already that's where the inertia is already carrying me since Joaquin ran me over there anyway, which thank you. Just go hold Rosa's hands and say, are you all right? Did you get hurt?
I'm the one that should be asking you that. Are you all right? I was rushed out here to witness what's all happening here. I don't know what's going on.
It all happened so fast. Everything's always happening so fast, Rosa. My head is just spinning.
Well, I'm glad that you're alive and you're safe. You're not safe enough, though. We need to make sure that more stuff isn't going to go down, because I can't have my love taken away from me, amor.
Rosa, I meant to tell you. Can we go someplace private, just the two of us, away from all these men with their big scary guns?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's go now.
Can we go dress shopping? That's a great place to talk, I think.
I think Angel looks at the sky knowing it's nighttime and be like,
It's the city, Angel, okay?
it's a city in 1890s. Things shut at like when the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Raphael just looks at all the men with guns like, does she think this problem is just going to go away magically? Or?
Yes. Yes. I'd like
The
to take
guys-
my lady love's hand and just like walk away.
You see the guys with guns kind of get a little twitchy, and Soraya is just kind of lean over. Are you just gonna let them leave?
There are currently more people than we can handle here. I think if we want to do our boss's work orders correctly, we're probably going to want to wait a little longer.
I don't know about our boss anymore. You seem to know these people pretty well, Raphael.
And yet, I was the one who brought the singer outside. You were the one who got caught off guard.
We'll see about that. Can we leave?
Oh, we will. Lead the way.
All right. We'll walk
Uh,
off.
As we walk away, I kind of look at Joaquin with a knowing, hey, remember what I said before, and I just keep going.
The gangsters will kind of scooch away from Angel, not wanting to get caught in an errant
Yeah,
blow.
I think Angel's like, yeah, what? You want to fight? That's right. You better walk away.
And just kind of side-eyeing Ernesto, like almost waiting for permission to turn their backs, and giving Joaquin kind of an eye as well. Like, I don't know, he looks pretty scary. And they'll start just kind of slipping into the night.
Ernesto.
Raphael.
Oh, sorry.
Go for it.
Ernesto quietly allows this, but he wasn't caught off guard when Adoncia and Rosa slipped away. So he quietly sends a sicario to make sure that no one tries to get them. And then he chuckles as the other banditos escape. After some distance and them not attacking, he just starts to smile predatorily at them and like knowingly nods at them as they vanish.
Raphael, are you sticking around or are you following?
I think it behooves me to keep this lot busy, at least for the rest of the night. So I'll probably go with my people, just at least to the point where I can confirm that they're not doing anything, and then slip away, and get away from them to keep an eye on the situation, basically.
Okay.
If Raphael's going to go, Angel's going to stop him before he goes, and they're like, "Thanks for the heads up."
Don't mention it. Keep her safe, will ya? She ain't gonna keep herself safe.
No, she is not. I'm gonna get another drink.
It's nice to know you're still all right, Raphael.
Are you Joaquin or like which
Joaquin,
one are
yeah.
you? Oh, cool. Yeah. Sam. See you around. He just walks away, I guess.
Before I forget, does anyone have meltdowns they need to?
I have one.
You have one? Okay.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. So, however you want to resolve that.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Let's be dramatic. He's gonna instead of just going quietly into the night, Raphael is gonna stop. He's gonna turn to Joaquin and he's gonna say, "Do you mind if we talk just for a little bit?"
Joaquin's gonna turn to where he saw Aloncia and Rosa disappear. Think for a second. Sure.
He's gonna just take a few steps away. He's not the most emotionally connected cowboy, so he just kind of just steps to the side, still well within earshot of everyone else. He's gonna say, "I've been meaning to ask, how have you been?"
That's honestly a really good question. You can see the company I keep.
That is quite a peculiar bunch right there. Yeah.
But seriously, thanks. You didn't need to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
could have been worse.
That's an understatement. Yeah. Hey, look. I don't think I'm going to be seeing you around too much after tonight. That said, I just wanted to say that I've always appreciated you in a friend kind of way.
Yeah, friend kind of way.
Yeah. He looks really uncomfortable. Like he's already been too connected to his emotions for his taste. But he just said I don't know if I'll survive whatever happens with my people. But I can't say that it'll be safe for you to leave in conventional ways. There's a couple of horses stashed in the old playground if you figure that would be the best way to leave. I'm sure you can find it if you remember our old days.
Oh, I do. But I do have a rich brother who literally gets followed by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plan was set in motion before I found out about the twin rich brother, to be perfectly fair. So, but in cases you need to get your rich brother out of here in a horse, there's an option there.
I appreciate it, Raphael.
All right. If you're ever in town again, and I'm still alive, I live in the south side of town. Drop on by. You're always welcome at my table.
I'll be sure to buy you a drink.
I'll hold you to that. And he's gonna actually walk away now.
I love it. I love it so much. Reunited friends here under the moon of San Antonio. And Angel, you see your possible fight targets walking away from you. What's going through your head?
Gonna go get a drink. Everybody else left me, pretty much. Except Ernesto, but like, Angel and Ernesto are not close.
We'll see where that goes. And Ernesto, would you follow Angel or stay outside?
You see them light up a cigarette and start heading back inside to the bar.
So Ernesto is quietly going to survey the scene for a few minutes. He's probably going to be the last person to head back inside. He's going to make sure that his new friends, he's going to make sure that they don't reappear. And once he is certain that they're gone, at least for now, as certain as he can be given the overall context, he will quietly slink back inside. I'm not sure if like everyone else is gathered together. Well, not everyone else. I'm not sure if Joaquin and Angel are together, but if they are, then he might walk over to them and make sure that they're all right. We're small town folks in a big city. You have to watch out for each other to a certain extent. Plus, Joaquin is his brother, so he'll make sure that they're okay, assuming Joaquin doesn't want to bite his head off for literally saving their lives. And yeah, so is Joaquin inside with Angel?
Yeah, I will say, probably after the talk with Rafael, Joaquin would have found the letter that he was talking about, kind of shove it into Ernesto's chest before following Angel inside.
Ernesto is gonna chuckle at his brother, and he is going to start to read the letter. I take it this is the same letter from before, or is this a new letter?
It's the one from Rafael about the whole kidnapping Adoncia.
At this point, Ernesto is quietly going to read it, and then he's going to hand it to one of his sicarios. Ernesto has 3 sicarios. One of them is trailing behind Adoncia and Rosa, just in case any trouble starts to happen to them. And then the other 2 are presumably with me right now. And he's going to hand the letter to one of them, and he's going to be like, do me a favor and look into this. I'll make sure that you're compensated for any trouble you run into, just in case. We wouldn't want anything complicating the big city visit of my little brother. And at that point, he is going, that is the point at which he goes back inside. And if he sees Angel and Joaquin, he will approach them and make sure that they're okay.
Yeah, Angel's at the bar drinking on a sipping tequila, just sort of like lean back.
So Ernesto is going to approach Angel, and he's going to be like, I saw you out there. That was a mean punch. I have a feeling if you and I got into a fist fight, that's not my kind of violence. So I'm glad that you were over here to help out the let's call them less experienced folks.
I do what I can. And I take a hit from the cigarette, and they're just like, there's a lot in my past that hardly anyone knows.
Ernesto is going to look at you, and he's going to nod approvingly. You can tell, whether you like it or not, you can tell that in this moment he's not your enemy, and you've probably earned a little bit of his respect. You maybe there's the sense that he cares for his brother just a little, not much, but enough. A little.
And his heart grew 3 sizes.
Yeah. And once he makes sure that you're okay, he'll curtly ask, like, did you get injured, or are you spit and spray?
They didn't even touch me.
Nice. And at that point, he'll quietly stalk off, just to make sure that once he notices that there's no one else of importance here, he'll quietly bide his time. He has a feeling that he hasn't seen the end of all of the mischief we're going to get up to tonight.
Where do we find Rosa and Adoncia?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that Angel is a little more sharp than Adoncia, and indeed this dress store is closed for the night. So I imagine we find ourselves outside the shuttered shop window, standing under one of these newfangled fancy electric street lights, which is still romantic, even if we can't try on pretty dresses.
Window shop.
Yeah. And I would really love to use this opportunity to express my love passionately. Now I've had some time to calm down and wave a gun around, almost get kidnapped, and then get thrown over someone's shoulder, and then go for a little walk. I would love. I think I've calmed down a bit, So I'd love to hold Rosa's hand and look her in her beautiful, beautiful eyes and her beautiful, beautiful mouth. Oh, my Rosa, pretty face. I heard what you said to me in there, and well, I was just overwhelmed. I didn't know what to say, and you know me, sometimes I just have to go swoon someplace when I just am beside myself. And well, the settees were out in the lobby, so I had to leave the room, and I didn't mean to make you feel like I was leaving you high and dry up there. I just didn't want to be a bother, so I had to go swoon elsewhere. You know me better than anyone. But, Rosa, it's always been you. Sometimes I might get a little distracted and confused, but you've been by my side and sleeping across the room and letting me borrow your pretty dresses. And I've just really come to love no one like I love you, Rosa. Then, I love our little life together in our room at the boarding house, even with Miss Betsy down the hall. And I love our job together. I get to stand behind the bar and pour drinks and just watch you sing, and I could watch you sing forever. And if I haven't ruined everything by swooning out of sight and making you think I didn't love you, well, would you be my lady? I'll never kiss another as long as I live, I swear.
Oh my god, I think I'm crying.
Aloncia, are you dressed to impress?
Ja, I told you I did one of my buttons.
And she believes that you're single, yes?
Yeah, I just said I wasn't going to be involved with anyone else.
And are you in over your head?
I'm going to say, I'm going to throw a little twist in the tale for the first time ever. No, completely confident of myself. I know exactly what I want, and I'm going for it, and I feel totally secure in my choices. I am not over my head.
Go ahead and roll +2.
Yeah, that's a 7. I made a real good speech, though.
That is a hit. A 7 is a hit. It's a light hit, but it's a hit. So, Rosa, you either can give yourself to Adoncia or reveal a secret that you probably shouldn't. How are you feeling? Which way are you leaning on this?
Option 1. But I have one question for Adoncia before I submit to her love request. What the heck are you doing with a gun? Why did you think you needed that?
Look, okay, you weren't there, and I get a little nervous alone at night, and there was a whole thing in the bar with Dr. Joe. I threw a drink in his face, smashed glass everywhere. I almost got fired, and Ernesto said I needed a gun. And he gave me one, and he was willing to teach me. And Angel said I should just leave it and I shouldn't carry it, and tried to take it from me, but I snuck it away, and I hope you don't mind. I may have borrowed one of your undergarments, but it was only to tie a gun to my leg. Otherwise, I never would have gone through your things. And did we end up in a standoff? Yes, we did. So,
Adoncia, what's mine is yours, even if you want to wear my underwear.
Well, and what's mine is yours, even if it's my bullets in the face of a bandito who would dare to harm you.
I just want you to be safe. being away from you all this time, away on my music tour, has torn me apart. And I even went to a psychic to find out more information about what you're doing. And I know there's people out there that are flirting with you. And I just want to be your only one. And I want to be the one that protects you from now on.
Well, there's enough gun to share, and we can protect each other. And I think it's just the dreamiest thing that you consulted the stars to look in on me. I never knew anyone who would go to a psychic for me before. That's Rosa, that's celestial love, and I could never look at another. Not now.
Oh my God.
Can we like fall into a passionate embrace at this point, please?
Absolutely. Sorry, Rosa, I cut you off. I just got so excited.
Is this true love? Is this what love feels like? If so, I want to feel it every day for the rest of my life.
As your embrace, the camera zooms in on your beautiful embrace. It pans up as we see the clouds like cross in front of the stars. The moon is bright tonight and just illuminates. It's a beautiful night, and we fly above the city, and the clouds, I think, form a little heart.
Oh,
Oh my gosh! Beautiful.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is the Dodo? Is that it?
What?
I was just making sure that was like the where the credits start rolling. Like
I don't know. I think we should. I
have an idea for one more.
Yes, I would love to hear that.
So I think it's later that night, and Angel and Joaquin are at the bar still. If Joaquin's still at the bar, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, he's drowning in tequila.
Yeah, I think Angel's keeping pace, and they're like, "Oh shit, sorry." They look over and they're like, "You're a good man," and just pushes them on the arm.
Too good, apparently.
You're not even fighting me back. What the hell? And they push them again.
Like
Nothing.
Like half-ass, just like shoulder brush.
Oh, that's bullshit. Like it pushes again, like trying to rile them up, just to cheer them up a bit. Like, hey, you're great.
finger guns. Finger pistolas.
Finger pistolas with my arm pistolas. Yeah. I think Angel actually does that. Trying to make him laugh. Come on, bud. And just like give him another push. Just trying to rile him up.
Angel, are you striking out at someone? But like,
I'm not punching him.
Okay.
I'm not punching him. That's mean.
Yeah.
Just like a push. Just like. I think Angel just looks up after trying to cheer him up. Angel's gonna look at him and be like, "What can cheer you up? How can I help? How can I help?"
I don't know.
So
No, this is the point where he just like puts, instead of like doesn't shove, but just puts his whole like head on Angel's shoulder.
and just leans down and gives you a forehead kiss.
Well, that's nice.
And I think this will relieve it.
Ernesto, you are in the hotel as well. Is there anything else you would like to do before, I guess, the morning?
So, as the night starts to as the night starts to get long and dark, Ernesto is quietly going to call back his sicarios, and he is going to say, "Well, gentlemen, it seems like we have interrupted something quite interesting. I have a feeling that the next couple of days, maybe even the next couple of months, are going to be quite fascinating. I hope that you all have enjoyed your stay, because I plan on having you around for a lot longer. There's many more schemes that we need to come up with. There's still more mischief to cause, after all."
Kind of tip a hat. We're with you, boss.
Gonna tip it right back.
Examining the letter, you notice a name you recognize alongside the name of your, I guess, brother and his friends. The letter in question that you took from Raphael indicates that somebody called, well, I guess they didn't sign it, but it's written in a green ink. And the letter itself mentions getting back at JP, who you know as the old man who has just recently come to town.
Ernesto is going to pocket the letter, and he's going to keep it really close to his chest, because when he gets back to town, there's more wickedness to help wreak, so to speak.
Fantastic. How's everyone feeling? Feeling good?
Yeah.
Does anyone have any other scenes or meltdowns they would like to play out?
I think I do real quick.
Yeah, Joaquin.
I think it would be probably the morning after sleeping, after taking time to process his feelings, not out loud, just in his head. I would like to walk up to Adoncia at some point and take her hand, kiss her knuckles, and say, Adoncia, I love you, and I appreciate your friendship a lot. And nothing matters more to me than your happiness.
Oh, Joaquin, you don't know how happy that makes me. You've been a dear friend, and well, I hope you'll always be around. Because, I love you dearly too, as a friend.
Joaquin, are you expressing your love passionately?
Yeah.
Are you dressed to impress, Joaquin?
Probably. Wearing the nicest jeans he has, yeah.
Does Adoncia believe that you are single?
Oh, yeah.
And and are you taking advantage of your twin's reputation?
No, because I'm not being an asshole.
That's right. All right. Oof. So go ahead and roll +2.
Actually, I think I still had... What am I rolling for?
Expressing your love passionately. So if you have any of those conditions that you've marked, which I know you have 2.
Nope, actually I don't. All
Okay.
right, so it's +2. $11.
Okay. Adoncia, you have to reveal whether or not you love Joaquin. So you have to tell him whether you love him or not, and who else you love. and either give yourself to Joaquin or reveal a secret that you probably shouldn't.
Joaquin, your words move me, and I sense that maybe you want something more than my friendship, and while you know I love you with all my heart, I must confess that I've already given that heart to Rosa in its entirety. There's no room for me to romantically love another. But, wait, I have to also tell a secret? How many secrets do I have left? Like, no. I've always felt so conflicted romantically toward you because of, well, your striking resemblance to your brother, and while he's dashing, you're dashing. To be honest, it confuses me to be between the two of you with your personalities so different, and I could just never reconcile your sweetness with his wickedness and his boldness with your gentle touch. I just could never choose, and I'd constantly feel confused, so I'm afraid I've had feelings for your brother, I've had feelings for you, and I just can't live with that kind of confusion. So I hope you'll understand why I can only ever be your friend.
Adoncia, does Rosa make you happy?
She makes my heart soar through the stars.
I cup her face in my hands, and I kiss her forehead, and I say, then that's all that matters to me.
Weep, 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 weep. Thinking Adoncia's mind, someday Joaquin is going to be like the best man at our wedding.
He will happily take that position. Yes. He would be the flower boy.
Yes. He's so good at bringing me flowers. Let's be real.
Yeah.
The train, you hear the sound of the train horn in the distance, and you see the train rolling into the station, steam billowing out around all of you, kind of flapping skirts and ruffling bandanas, even some of the hats kind of pitching around in the wind. As you all get on the train back to Novato City, I think, Joaquin, your hat is going to kind of fly off of your head and spin across the desert. And we watch it as it flies into the air, into the big blue open Texas sky as the credits begin to roll. On our season finale of Rosas y Pistolas, as the crew returns to their home city. Since it's a novella, I kind of have to. So the camera pans over, the credits rolling, and the scene fades to black as your names fly across the screen. We see a match strike and fire as someone lights a candle. And you see a green gloved hand enter the shot, and he flips open a notebook. And you see a list of names, most of which are crossed out. The only one that remains uncrossed out is JP. Underneath the name JP, a pen, the gloved hand begins to write in a green inked pen. Joaquin, Angel, Rosa, Adoncia, Ernesto, pauses. And then in all caps, Rafael. The page ripped from the book and the notebook closes. You see that green hand, or the green gloved hand, just sliding that notebook closed, and scratched across the front of the notebook is just one word: venganza, revenge. And that's the end of our season. Y'all, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for playing, you wonderful, wonderful humans. I love you all so much. This was so much fun. Let's go around and make sure people can find you and your wonderful faces on the internet. Joaquin, yeah, let's do you want to kick her off?
Yeah. Hi, I am Monroe. My pronouns are he, they, and I played Joaquin, pronouns he, him, our lovable himbo farmhand who has friend zoned himself, and it's fine. But y'all can find me on Twitter at Monroe98, where I am a TTRPG writer, editor, sensitivity reader, and game designer. And you can find me on Twitch at Eldritch Crow's channel every other Sunday playing Ether. And I will also be back on TTRPG this August on Thursdays playing Monster of the Week.
Hi everyone. I'll go next. My name is Luciano. My pronouns are they, them. I play everyone's favorite himbo's evil twin, Ernesto. And as you can see, I like to imagine that Ernesto isn't quite all that evil. But I am a non-binary Puerto Rican writer and political commentator living in Greensboro, North Carolina. I do lots of different things, but if you really want to catch up with me, you can find me on Twitch at Luciano Joshua Gonzalez Vega, and also on Twitter at Luciano Writes. I had such a wonderful time playing in this season, and I hope I get to come back to TTRPG in the near future.
Can go next. I'm Friday, she, her, and I played Adoncia. What a ding dong. That was the most fun and also like most airheaded character I've ever played. And I had a real hoot, let me tell you. So thank you all for having me here. This was just absolutely a total treat, and what a wonderful cast with a wonderful GM. So I know I'm supposed to talk about me, but also I'm going to talk about you. So you can also find me in my professional life as Friday Afternoon Tea. I make tasty teas for thirsty nerds using neuroscience, superpowers, and tea witch magic. That's my real actual day job. I also write spooky bummers and analyses on death culture and why fiction is so important for human life and happiness, as well as my own short works of fiction. I also have my own Twitch channel over here, which you'll have seen me in the chat, so you can find me there. I mostly stream plant nerdery, tea geekery, wholesome morning meditations, craft things, but all of August on Tuesdays, we will be hosting our first ever actual play campaign. Reese's going to be there, and my 15-year-old child, Teacup, is going to be GMing it, and it is an entirely T. Genasi character, Regency era fantasy D&D campaign. So that's going to be over there called T&D on our channel for all of August. And that's me.
I can go next. Hey, I'm Mo. My pronouns are they, them, and she, her interchangeably. You can find me on all the socials at Serena Bezos. That's SIRENABSOS. Or check the chat and find the correct spelling. You can find me doing a lot of stuff. I do a lot of tabletop content. This Friday, you can find me on Hunter's Entertainment Channel, co-designing the Kids in Capes game with Doug Lewandowski and Jonathan Gilmore. You can find me on Sunday on YouTube at Dystopian Wasteland playing Mask with a bunch of other fellow TikTokers that I just met and fell in love with. So, like, yeah. But it's easier to just follow me on Twitter. You know, just get those things out of the way. Yeah, that's it for me. I do a lot.
Wait, am I the last one?
Did Joel go?
Too.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I want to be last, so.
Take it away, Joel.
I'm Joel. I'm relatively new to the tabletop scene, but I'm also a Puerto Rican, still living in Puerto Rico, non-binary. I just recently started homebrewing for a friend. He's Tommy from Math Productions. He's kind of been in the rise recently. I wrote a barbarian subclass called Path of the Blazing Fury, which is all about manifesting your rage in like a fiery way. Also, I write stories, but I'm kind of in the process of getting that to work on a online basis. So for now, I just play games at tabletop, Talking XP specifically. We're gonna do a Curse of Strahd campaign starting next Monday. It's my first Curse of Strahd campaign ever, and I'm gonna go in with a squishy wizard halfling boy. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. My name's Reese. I am the co-founder and co-host of TTRPG. Thank you so much to everyone that is watching with us, and thank you to everyone on this cast and our wonderful GM for making this happen. You can definitely follow me personally as Miss Reese1 on Twitter or Miss Reese on Instagram. But please, if you're not already following us, TTRPG, we're TTRPG _ at on Twitter. And then you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. And please, 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 if you could donate to our Ko-Fi, it takes a lot to make this all happen. And we want to continue making some amazing content for you. So you can catch me at least on screen at the end of every month on Sundays for our actual talk show, TTRPG.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Reese, and thank you to TTRPG for hosting this fantastic cast and for really leaning in on just having our whole table be Latina. And it's been just such a blessing and such a joy to be here with all of mi gente. So hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Christina Sisto Kindle. I'm a Mexican American writer. I'm a game designer, a data nerd, role player, and your gender fluid goth GM. You can find me on Twitter at D20xtina. You can find me over on Itch and on Twitch as Xtina Smash. And make sure to follow TTRPG here. There's more amazing content coming your way, wholesome, queer, and maybe a little monstery coming up soon. Summer Farms on Monday at 11 a.m. PST, and then Saved by the Spell is starting on Thursday, August 12th. So you don't want to miss that. And I think we'll see some familiar faces, right? Yeah. All right. Thank you again so much for joining us here. And hasta luego. See you later.